Savior, live in me from day to day.
My name is Dr. Obed Ikwuegbu. I finished at boys' school in 1957, and then I was the first branch chairman of the Jos branch. And then 1972, we were thinking of having a national association of all the old students of the boys' school. But then the late governor, the very first head boy, police commissioner, Joseph Gonwok, he heard about it, and it was really his idea that why don't you start an old students association that will include the girls. Up to then, the girls didn't have an association, an old girls association of their own. So that was really the concept and the start of the GOSA as it is. I might as well ask that because of the motto that says for light and truth, all institutions in Gindri have the same motto. I've been in the background of GOSA activities and almost all the activities without prejudice. I think it's Professor Bogoro who caused a turnaround in activities. I think he was the person to start thinking outside the box and begin to plan big. So that's when we started having all these programs where we invite net worth individuals. The first one was when General Gowon came, courtesy Paul Tahar, who brought him. And we made an award, they call it the Integrity Award, which I chaired. Then the girls at 50, their Golden Jubilee, I was the chairperson of the committee too. Lady Victoria Gowon was our guest speaker. And then I was a member of a BSS at 60, which Dr. Kachalongang, and then from then and so on. So money started coming in. And you see in GOSA, there's this general view that an activity is supposed to have succeeded if at the end of it, you have money to show for it. The idea of having the conventions came about because there was this annual reunion service. The reunion services preceded the convention. So we thought that people come here on Saturday prior to going there, Friday, Saturday. Then on Sunday, all of us go. So why don't we hold a general meeting in Jos before proceeding to Gindri? And that's how the convention started. So now we have the major ones and the minor ones. The major ones are normally the election ones. The mini ones is more or less a get together. Let us all go together to Gindri for reunion. Besides the Thanksgiving aspect, because the convention goes before the reunion service, it helps us to catch up. And because we are meeting together, that's when we then interact and see how we can help the alma mater. And from there, you get committees and ideas, and then we try to implement those ones. And that's how GOSA has now become the association to. Our relationships are in two dimensions. If you look at what the scriptures say, you should love God with all your heart, with all your mind, with all your soul, and your neighbor as yourself. So we have that concept we learned in Gindri from light and truth. If you love God, love your neighbors, and the nearest neighbors you have, the ones who've impacted most on you, are your schoolmates. We say this is a celebration convention. It's not elective, that's why it's mini, So what we said, we are going to celebrate. We have a very good number of GOSAs who've risen in different spheres of endeavor. And in this one particularly, I think from the governor downwards, I think we have have every reason to thank God. So that's the idea behind the celebrations. There are all these others who have attained positions of prominence promotions, appointments, we have to share in their joy. But everybody has a stake. You thank God for what you are, for where you are today, and then thank God for the collective progress that members of GOSA have made.
Sing